So we're going to be looking into buying plane tickets to Vietnam. Look at all these pretty pictures. Why wouldn't anyone want to go there? Okay, so first, we have to find out whether we want to use a bundle deal or book everything separately. So the initial information, the data collected for separate bookings is the return flight only is $491.64, and the hotel rooms per night are $71. The bundle deal, the return flight and hotel is $2,452, and the price per night is $28.61. So, and then these are the linear equations for each of the information so that we can graph them and see which one's better. So you can see, so this is what it looks like when it's graphed, and the blue is the bundle deal, and the separate bookings is the red. And you can see that the bundle deal is much more expensive than the separate bookings, than the red. If you adjust the graph, you can see it more clearly that it is much more expensive than that the bundle deal is more expensive than the separate bookings. So, and then you could even compare certain data points. So for 2 nights, the separate bookings you've spent $633.34 with the separate bookings. And with the bundle package, you spent $2,992.14. And no matter how many days you stay there, it's always less expensive to choose separate bookings. See, a week separate bookings is $988.64, and the bundle package is $4,358. Well, even 44 days separate bookings is over $3,000, while the bundle package is over $14,000. See, that's a big difference, even to a year. Separate bookings is $26,411, and the bundle deal is $101,905. So no matter how far you go, the bundle package is always more expensive. So which is the smarter choice? Separate bookings, because it's cheaper and it's the exact same experience, if not similar. So, and it's a lower cost, and saving money is better. But the accuracy of this data in a real life situation is, well, different hotels were used, and even though they were similar, they were both 4-star hotels and they were both in the same area, they were different, and that might have affected the data. And also in a real life situation, if you were to actually stay in the hotels for 2 nights or a year, that might affect the amount of money that you pay. But also a real life situation that affects the accuracy is hotels sometimes offer deals depending on how much time you spend there. But so the bundle deal would most likely be less expensive in a real life situation. But according to the data, it isn't, so who knows? So in conclusion, according to the data, separate bookings is better. Yay! Okay.